Hello gang, and welcome back to what is a lovely afternoon, evening here down at our home on Fichthal. Now we've got a bit to crack on with. I'm just bringing back the tractor that Gary left at the contract that we had for fertilising, so I had to go pick up the tractor, hence the reason why it's late in the afternoon. Now I've picked up a contract for tomorrow. One of the farmers that owns a carrot field just up north from us, not far actually, he's got us doing some contract work for him, so we'll be having Gary and I, probably maybe even Rachel, go over and do some of that tomorrow. Actually, get back in this. So yes, the harvester has already been taken up there by the shop. We just have to swing past the shop and pick up the tractor and the two trailers. It's a double trailer, double articulated trailers. I'm bad enough with one of them, let alone two of them. So regardless, that should be a bit of fun doing that tomorrow. It should net us a little bit of money as well, going towards trying to purchase our next bit of property, which I would love to be this grassed area here. So speaking of grassed area, and while we're traveling down, while I've been out doing stuff this afternoon, there's been some contractors that came in and leveled out the dirt, and they said that they managed to fill some of the potholes here along this ravine bit. Yeah, it is a little bit better actually. That is a little bit better through there, and here it is. So they've managed to flatten all of it. I see they've chunked out a bit of my grass while they were doing it. That's okay. Let's get out and have a look at it. Oh, lovely. This will be excellent for us to work in, so we can actually now come in and we can sort of tear up all the way up along here, make a nice shoulder all the way up to about here, and then cut back around up to this way. And that'll be really good actually. Then that adds a fairly substantial bit of grass, I think that will add. But okay, good. I'm hoping that will actually work now. We can actually tear into that with a plow. We might have to go ahead and purchase a plow to do it. I don't know what's going to work with our horses, with the ponies we've got under the hood of our actual tractors. Now this grass could probably do with the fertilized, couldn't it? Oh, it's 100% fertilized. I take it back. We'll wait for that to get to the next stage. I want both levels of grass to sort of be at the same height before we cut it again. And we're going to have to plow in that anyway at some point. That won't stop us from harvesting that field. I want to get one more harvest in before the end of the year, which it's October. It's going into November next month, which is literally next month. So we've got a bit of work to do. I think we've still got some weeding to do on that field just there, and potentially the other one. Well, a very dark 8 a.m. in the morning down here. I do want to check the sales catalog online, so let's have a look at that now. Ooh, this is what's in the sales catalog today. We've got this brilliant baler here. What a great bit of machinery. I've driven one of those bits of machinery once before and had an absolute blast in it. Basically, it's just a massive, like it's a vehicle slash baler in one vehicle. So it's just a baler. It's a baler in a vehicle. That's about it. And we've got this brilliant, like Heston sort of big square baler just here. Man, it'd be brilliant to own that. That would be twice the size of any tractor we own. We do have this slurry tanker here, but not really, and a sugarcane bin. So nothing really in the sales that is going to help us going forward. Right, I want to go down and just check. Firstly, I want to check our silage, because we might be able to sell this silage and make a bit of extra cash. 100% fermented. Oh, brilliant. Now, and the other thing we're probably going to have to do is spray these weeds. Yes, we're going to herbicide these weeds, so that'll be brilliant as well. We can get rid of that. So what we'll do actually, before we head off and begin this today, we might just do a little bit of work on our field. I'm going to have to go ahead and order some spray for the sprayer. We'll go ahead and get our fields done. Let's just check field, where is it? Field 17 here. I want to check its growth, its weeding. It will need weeding. Okay. It will probably be at the same length again. Yeah, this needs weeding. Shouldn't take us too long to do. So what I'll do is I'll order in some herbicide. We'll attach the actual sprayer and we'll go over and pick that up now. Boy, oh boy, I thought that it was expensive to get the field flattened. for about 1,900 bucks, 2,400 for that IBC of herbicide. However, I'm hoping it should last us a while. Fingers crossed. Now, I am bringing the Massey. I know the Massey is quite small, but here's the hope. It's got the front loader on it, so I'm hoping I can put the sprayer in the back. I can fill the sprayer. I can then load the IBC onto the front of the Massey and it will counterbalance. That's sort of the hopes going forward for this just here. Right, nice and easy does it. Let's get out of here. I'll just leave that open because no doubt we'll have to put it back in. Now hopefully we can just do the field 17 on the way back after we've picked this up. Field 17 is not going to take us long. It'll only be a couple of passes. With this working width, I'm hoping that it will be actually not too long. The bigger field will take a little bit longer, but this working width's not too bad, I'll be honest. Right. Still a very dark morning for past 8 AM. Oh, and there is the track. Oh, it's a DF. Probably one of my favorite tractors right there. It's definitely my top 3 favorite tractors, the DF. Right, so let's fill that. That hasn't taken much. I don't like your chances of being able to pick this up, buddy boy. So we might have to go and spend some of this spray on the field. Oh, this is going to be annoying if I can't get this. I might have to bring the drum up. Or the trailer. Can we sort of drive backwards with it? Not really. Well, we kind of can. Right, well, I'm going to slow drive backwards with this all the way home. You know me, I'll do things the hard way. I'll get this home, and then we'll crack into some spraying. We are almost down here and ready to go. It's been a slow crawl back. I'm going to cut through the cow barn here because this is hopefully going to live out here. Whoa, we've had a bit of a drift moment. Okay, almost got hitched up on there, so got to be very, very cautious. If I can edge my way out this door, it'd be really nice if we have to come forward a bit. We just keep having a bit of a tail slide here, which is making it harder. Got a bit of slip and dip. Oh, brilliant. Right, and I'll see you back at the other field. Well, actually, you know what? I think it's time for a bit of time lapse. Let's get both of these fields sprayed up and done. And that way, we don't have to worry about these fields. Well, until we've got to do another layer of fertilizer. Potentially, but that's easy. Well, I'm just going to go back and switch the tractors out. We're going to put the John Deere with the sprayer. The Massey is still, you know, when it has to go under duress or under workload, it still just struggles. And when I've got to pluck those gears, I lose all the revs. And when you lose all your revs and you're trying to do a gear change, it means that you're going to pretty much go to a standstill trying to get anything done. So I think the easiest thing is I'm just going to drop the sprayer just up here. And we'll have to get the John Deere. Right. let us go forward and continue on spraying. It actually doesn't consume as much spray as I thought it would be. But we'll go around and do a headland first, and then we'll keep going. The good news is... Oh, this is much better. The good news is that the daylight's getting a bit brighter, which is going to make our job for harvesting a little bit easier today as well. Alrighty, there's a lot of weeds in this field. There is a lot of weeds in this field, but we've pretty much done it. We've dusted it, so we've just got to tidy up these last little bits and then crack on with the rest of today's work, which is going to hopefully net us a good bit of yield. I'm hoping that with the leftover carroties that we get at the end of it. That was a lot of weeds on this field though. You can actually see them. Look at them all here. But at least that's been done now. The next thing we'll have to do is probably just check the fertility of it. And it's actually 100%. So this field is good to go. We don't need to do anything to this field until it comes time to harvest, which is going to be absolutely beautiful for us. Now, I will go ahead and put this sprayer. You know what? I'm actually, you could just tuck back in the shed down there, but for the moment, I'm going to just park this up here. Because why not? Because we're actually heading up. What we'll do is we'll drive up, park our John Deere at the shop. Yeah, we will. And then we'll take the DF up to the new job. Alright, where are we going to park here? I don't want to park in front of their Bowser. Ooh, they've got a tractor that is in there. Wonder if I can get a park. I can actually squeeze down in there. I have to give them the keys so they can also move the tractor if they need to. I'll just park it down the back here. That's some mighty good reversing, Ham. It's because I don't have a trailer on. Right, brilliant. Right now we got a bit of rain on the way as well, team. There is a bit of rain on the way. So let's just check that forecast now. I don't know if rain affects... Looking at 12 o'clock. 12 till 2, right in the middle of the day. I don't know if rain actually affects... It's really nice to drive a brand new tractor. Root crops? I don't know. I don't know enough about root crop vegetable harvesting. All I know is the job's up here this way. Look at this. Wouldn't it be nice to own one of these on our farm? We are a very long way from owning a DF. That's for sure. Oh, look at its sunroof and all these cool buttons and switches. I'm lucky to have a choke. so I can actually start my tractors. Okay, there it is. Ooh, this is our field just here. All right, I'm just going to park here. Ooh, we might have to do a headland first. How's this going to go? So all I need to do is that. Looks like we've got Rachel helping us out this morning. So what I'll do, Rachel's going to wait there for us. Rachel's probably just going to help us with getting set up this morning, and then we can probably get Gary in to give us a hand. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple of headland strips down the bottom here anyway, which is actually going to make things a little bit easier going forward. That tree there is really in my way. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to get my cruise control speeds right down too. Get all those carrots in here. Nice, juicy carrots. We want to have you about 6, I think. Maybe even 5. I'll just do a test here. Yeah, about 5, I think. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and I'm going to get these headlands done and dusted. Hey, buddy. You want to keep going? Or am I on your way? Yeah, I'll get these headlands done and dusted. Then we'll kick into a bit of a time lapse and start getting some of this done. Alright, so it looks like we've got this thing churning and burning. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of quick passes here. We'll fill up these trailers and then we'll go find where we've got to dump these loads. And then we will crack in with getting the whole job done. And hopefully we can make a good bit of money by this afternoon. Alright, so I've managed to chop in a headland at each end. And we've done a little bit of a strip here. We've pretty much got a full load. So there you go. We do have a full load, which is brilliant. We have to go to the Werner's grain silo now. Now, if you remember where we took our hay bales, it's actually where we have to go there. I wonder if there's a sneaky back way I can get there. Let's just bring up the map and have a look. So we are currently here, and we need to be down here. Basically, no, we just have to head down past our place and up the hill. Right, it's very, very crazy coming down the hill. I can tell you that much. Oh, crikey, he's almost lost both trailers at the end there. We probably should have the covers on them, shouldn't we? That's right, we should be transporting with the covers, especially if it's about to rain. Did it just start raining just as we did that? No, it looks like it's going to though. Looks like it's going to be very close. So we just go straight ahead here, give way. Yep, we gave way, all right. Let's get our beacons on as well. We've got a crazy ham driver coming. Oh man, it's so nice to have a tractor with power and speed. Look at this thing. Alright. Now I'm going to have to check which side have got these things tipping. I want to have probably tip side right. Tip side back at the moment. Let's change you to tip side right if we can. Tip side right. And then same with you. Tip side right. I think that'll be the way we go, because when we come in here I think it'll be on our right. Although I probably should come around from the opposite direction. So we probably should be tip side left. Tip side left and G. Tip side left. I don't think it matters, does it? I think we're supposed to come in this door down here. I just have a feeling because I'm... Well, there's a giveaway sign in there, isn't there? That way. Yeah, okay, I've come in the wrong way. Next time we'll get it right. And hopefully we'll get an indication here of how many trailer loads this is going to be. Now, I've done a bit of a headland at each end and a couple of strips up and down. It's going to be interesting to see how much percentage this gets. 7%. Okay, let the fun and games continue, team, and let's get into carrot harvest. All right, so we are about halfway on this. I would say we're pretty much dead halfway right now. Now, this load here, we're at, what, about 48%, I think? It looks like it goes up in increments of about 13% per trailer load. So, look, this next trailer load will take us, what will that be then? 3 takes it to 51, 61%, was it? Did I say 13? We're at 48, potentially. We're going to be at less if you keep driving off without the actual product. So, yeah, I think either 48... I've instantly forgotten, or maybe we were 42%. That's what we were, I'm pretty sure. Crikey, I've completely forgotten. Hey, can you keep up with me, please? You're making this hard work. As you can see, the rain has well and truly hit us. It's supposed to be here for at least 2 to 3 hours, so it's only just started 15, 20 minutes ago, in-game that is. We'll just have to nut through it. It doesn't affect the root crops though. It only for I think it mostly affects grain crops. Come on, let's go. Don't get in his way this time. Is it Gary or Rachel helping us out? I didn't even see who's helping us out at the moment. Looks like, yep, Gary's definitely in the hot seat. Oh, we're about to run into him. Gary's not going to like that. Can I get a bit of speed up there too? There we go. Okay, we are fast approaching the end of this job. There is still probably about 3.5, I want to say 3 rows, potentially maybe even more than 3 rows of crops left to pull out. But once we drop this trailer load right now, it's going to get us pretty close towards this job finish. So I've got to expect that anything we pull off the field after this trailer load, majority of is going to be ours in the bank account, meaning that this dreary, rainy, rainy day will have been worth all the hard work. Mind you, going forward, I don't think we'll take many root crop jobs again, purely just for how long it takes trying to get the two of us working on this together. It's just a slow process, and then having to travel each time back and forth to the actual sell point. Meanwhile, the vehicle is stuck back at on the field not doing anything because it has to wait for us to get there. So you get what I mean. It's kind of a bit redundant, bit of a slow process doing this together. So going forward, we might try and avoid doing root crop vegetables just for a while anyway. Maybe down the track further we can look into it. I'm hoping though it's a little bit of pain for a lot of gain though with today's harvest. I'm hoping so. Now we're up to 85%, which generally means that we've got another trailer load, which is about, I've calculated it's about 2.5 strips per full trailer load. So we've got about another 2.5 strips out of here to get us to about 98%. And then it looks like we're probably going to have maybe 2 strips left, of which we have to finish topping up what is owed for that extra 2 or 3% that's going to be left over. Well, it looks like the sun's starting to come back out, and you can see we've only got about 1.5 strips left. Yup, the yield on those last few strips was really bad. And I'm talking like the regular 2.5 to 3 strips it's been taking to do to fill the trailer. That was more like 4.5, 5 just then. So yeah, not great. It doesn't leave us a lot left in the bank, that's for sure, for making money. I was hoping to at least have one and even a third of the trailers. So one trailer full. Whoa, sorry sir. One trailer full, and at least one trailer a third full, maybe. That's what I was kind of hoping for. Either way, we've still got more on the deck. I was hoping to earn a little bit of extra money from the carrot sales, which is disappointing, purely because it's only worth $10,000 for all this hard work, less the leasing cost as well. So that's why I'm not enthusiastic about only just getting $10,000 for the pay. Oh, no, we are good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Okay, so we are going to be making money. Right. Now, we've only made 2,000 on that. So whatever's left in the field, it's probably not even going to be a trailer load, but it's still going to be a couple of thousand. If we can walk away having made, well, that was 2,200 for that. Sorry about your street sign. If we can get at least another 2,500 or 2,300, therefore it takes our total for the job to 15,000. That's a little bit more acceptable. Well, 65. We'll be lucky to get the 70% here. It's like 2 little strips this last bit that's been the whole way. Had it have been 4 strips, we would have hit the 100%. Well, I say 100%, but I mean 50%. But it would have been 100% of this trailer. Now, the trailers are about 20,000, I think, per load. They're thereabouts. So we're only at 14,000 for this trailer load, which is quite unfortunate. Now, I am going to tell you, you don't need to do anything anymore. You are finished. There's probably a couple of little bits just there, but I'm not really going to worry about those. Okay, here we go. Last load right now. All for profit. Let's see what we can get to here. Anything above 2,500, like I said, is my goal for that. Come on. Come on. Yes. 2,500 exactly on the dot. So that I can be a little bit happier about, because what that's going to do, it's going to take us into the 20,000 pound mark when we head back up here, hand in the equipment, pay the leasing fees that we have to pay, and then we can get the keys back for the John Deere and head home for a well-earned day. Now, and I'll be honest, would I do any more contract work like that? Not on your life. Purely because for 10,000 plus, let's say another 5,000 for the product, at 15,000, I still don't think it's worth all the work we did, when we could probably just do a baling job, as is. Right, time to hand the contracts in and get all our money back. So there it is there, $9,612 has gone into our account, meaning that we have 22,150 pounds, I should say. I keep saying dollars, but that's that. Now, obviously, we did pay a wage to Gary and Rachel for their help today as well. So that's come out of the cost also. I may as well just fill up with some fuel while I'm here. Hey, keep the tractors topped up. This thing's hasn't even done a full hour yet. We've already been using the fuel. Nice in it. Right, well, look, hey, I'm still very, very positive in the fact that we actually now have 22,000 in the bank, and we're on our way to saving a little bit more money. Next time out, we're probably going to be looking at taking that silage we've got. I'm not going to be using it for the cattle yet, and we're going to bucket it up and trailer it up. Whoa, man, you can't just step out like that right next to me. I almost hit you. Yeah, so we'll probably be scooping up a lot of that silage and we'll be selling it. It is November. December, January are going to be the best prices for it. Considering that November's pretty much done, it's been a big, long, hard day of work for us. We will need to check the water in the apple trees. Actually, let's drive past the apple trees right now. I think they're okay, though, to be honest. So already some significant changes have happened on the farm. No, I think they will need some water, though. Let's just get out and check. They're okay at the moment. They'll just keep ticking over. One day they'll start producing some lovely juicy apples that we can sink our teeth into. Silage is at 100% fermented. Now, that's good. We can pick it up and sell it. We wouldn't have been able to do that today anyway because of the rain. So it worked out all right that we actually did a root crop, because there's probably not much more we could have done in the rain to make money. All right, so gang, that has been today's episode. Very, look, it may not seem long on paper, but trust me, it was long doing what we did. However, a couple of good jobs out of the way. We've got our field down here is done. Both our fields are actually done. 100% fertilized and weeded. So that's the best we can hope for with that outcome at the moment. Still would really like to buy this big grass field here. Oh, the work we could do with it, especially in terms of grass. We could clear out all this bushland. We could replant it. Oh, let me have it. We'll work towards our way getting there. I've been Van Ham. Thanks for joining me in today's episode. Thank you for spending some of your precious time here as well. It's a really home away from home. If you could think about this series like that, think about it like it's a home away from home for all of us. Until next episode, stay safe, stay glued to your screen, and get out of here.